The pinging feature in Marvel Rivals is one of its most useful social features. Pressing the ping button in-game alerts your team to a specific area of your choice or a specific person. This is an incredibly useful feature to get your team to look at or focus the same area at the right time. So that leaves the question, just how far away can you ping from? Quite some time ago, I covered the exact same question in Overwatch 2, and I discovered in doing that you can ping from a maximum distance of 500 meters. You're not ever really going to need to ping something 500 meters away, but it's very fun to know that in the game. It made me think, with the expansiveness of the maps in Marvel Rivals, I reckon it's probably a lot more. There are some pretty long straights in the game that you can get some pretty high ping numbers entering the 3 digits here on Shin Shibuya. A very important discovery I made when I was actually making the Overwatch 2 one is that there are optimal places to ping the same area from. Pinging this building here gives me a ping of 156 meters. But I can go ahead and optimize this by pinging it from a later area in the map for a ping of 185 meters. But we're just getting started here. The longest ping distance that I found, which was actually within the boundaries of the map, belongs to the convoy map of Asgard. Pinging the end of the map from the beginning gave me a ping which was above 200 meters. But I knew in my heart that I had to breach the boundaries of the map to extend that ping distance further than this 240 here. I knew that the map definitely had to be outside, as that really extended the boundaries that I can ping from. A great example of one of the out of boundary pings that you can do is on the Wakanda map. This large area outside is completely unplayable, but you can ping almost all of it. This specific area of the map taught me this, and it also taught me an equally valuable lesson. Marvel Rivals likes to use invisible walls. I was thinking to myself, surely that very distant part that I'm trying to evidently ping here is not simply 200 meters away. That's because it isn't. As you can see, if I move slightly here, the ping is pinging an invisible wall stupidly instead of what I want it to. There were many examples of this on the other Wakanda map where, as you can see, 300 meters is a far ping, don't get me wrong, but what I am trying to ping here is definitely further than 300 meters. It's especially noticeable in the ceiling areas of the map, where, as you see, I'm pinging absolutely nothing here, and yet I'm getting a ping of 105 meters. The map that this was the worst on was Clintar. What the actual fuck is this shit? What am I looking at? Get it off my screen. I did find a very interesting ping on one of these Spider-Man maps. A lot of the time the out of map areas aren't actually solid, and you need a solid surface to ping on. However, specifically the roofs of the buildings here in the distant island allowed me to get a ping of 537 meters. We're already further than you could ping in Overwatch 2. But I know that we can go so much further than just that. I at least wanted to break 1,000 meters, and so I tried my hardest to do so. Funnily enough, in the exact same spot on Asgard, I retested and accidentally pinged something in the distance, which gave me a ridiculous ping of 2,900 meters. I don't even know what I pinged here. This unlocked a secret for me, which I knew I had to exploit. There were areas outside of these maps which were still solid surfaces that they fully modeled out in the game, meaning you can ping it from very far away. I just needed to find a map that had a complete solid surface floor that I could ping from meters and meters away. Introducing the newest map they added, Krakatoa. Krakatoa is an interesting map because they fully modeled the floor here, so I can ping ridiculously far. I had a strategy where I was moving my crosshair up by 1 pixel at a time, until I simply couldn't anymore. My ping reached the high 4000s and then simply stopped pinging. I thought perhaps I could ping somewhere and then teleport using the portal to get it even further. As you see, when I ping here, I get a ping of over 500 meters, which is the spawn room area over there. However, the spawn room is actually, obviously, 500 meters closer to where I was trying to ping to. so it wasn't any help to me. It did lead me to my grandest and final discovery though. An area on Hell's Haven which allowed me to ping 4,999 meters before it wouldn't let me ping the same spot. Meaning, the furthest ping you can do is 4,999 meters. However, you can then choose to move backwards from pinging that, and the highest I managed to get here was a ping of 5,019 meters before I hit my head on some rocks.